Hello friends, welcome. Today I am planning to do a video on something totally different. This is about my experience on working on customized GPT, which was recently announced around 10 days back, which empowers the user to create their own GPT on their own proprietary information. So friends, when I saw this announcement, I got pretty excited. And fortunately for me, I was able to subscribe to the paid version of ChatGPT, which is GPT-4, just around a couple of days back before this announcement came. And then what happened was, because of the surge in traffic, now new subscription has been stopped. So I felt quite happy that I squeezed myself into the paid version just in time before this announcement was made. And I had no clue. So probably I consider myself lucky. So this gives me an opportunity to test the new capabilities. Now, friends, I am not an expert in this subject, to be very frank with you. Though I am an enthusiast of using these AI tools and various kinds of coding techniques, etc., but I am not an expert. My experience has been on regulation, and for the last 20-25 years, I have been spending a lot of time in regulation. But I do understand coding because I'm an engineer by background, so my expertise in coding, etc., and technical things is still there. It has not evaporated. In the time that I spent working with Indian government and various regulatory aspects. So I'm leveraging that my knowledge, and what I did was I created a customized ChatGPT on Indian Spectrum auctions. So it is still in progress. So what I'm going to show you using this experience of mine, that what this tool is capable of and what I consider are the risks associated with this whole process. Now friends, why I am saying so is because if you see that this particular tool which I created, I have uploaded my proprietary data. Now I will presume that whatever query that I make should be limited to the proprietary data that I have uploaded. The GPT should not go and start digressing and start extracting information from the open system, which probably it has learned over a period of time, because that information is not mine. I have not contributed to the training of that GTP, which was done prior to my working on this customized tool. So friends, what I found was that when I make a query here, sometimes what happens is that instead of peeking into the customized information which I have uploaded, the system starts scratching over the whole web and maybe looking into its past trained data, which creates a confusion, in my mind, that, or the user's mind who wants to use this data, that whether the person who is going to publish this, because you have the capability to publish the information into the open web, as a public information. So if you publish this information into the public domain and then people start using this tool, what they will probably think that this is a tool that has been created by me with proprietary data that I have uploaded into the system. And if while querying this system, the system start behaving differently than what I have customized it for, or start looking for information from the open system on which it has been trained, then it might give a false impression to the user, and also it might be somehow unethical as an individual like me, not having contributed to that particular aspect of information which is querying and throwing out before the user who is using my tool or my customized GPT. So this is one of the biggest challenge and biggest concern that I have on this customized GPT. So I thought of expressing this through this video, that look, this tool is no doubt very powerful. It does many things which probably no other tool is capable of doing, and it is very useful. But opening it up to the whole web for seeking all information, when the user doesn't have the capability to understand whether this information that is being shared with him or thrown before him has not been contributed by the user or by the generator of this customized GPT, then don't you think that it kind of gives a feeling of something which is unethical? You know, it does not give, it gives a very true reflection. You know, it is like somebody, you know, trying to leverage on somebody else's work where it does not, where it has not contributed, and it is not even announcing that this has got nothing to do with the user who has, or the individual who has created this customized GPT. So that is very, very important input which I want to share with in this video. The second important input that I want to share with in this video is that when I am uploading these Excel files has got a lot of information, and while querying this Excel file, the GPT sometimes get totally confused. It gives wrong information. So I'm not sure that how much training it is going to be required in order for the GPT to give exact information, because I can't be sure every time when the information is thrown at me to check back and see whether the information is correct or not. So if there is a sheet which I upload, and if there are no set processes or set rules which are given to me or to anybody who is trying to configure this GPT, that look, this is the way you have to define your sheet so that there will not be any errors, because the whole structure is so flexible that I can do whatever I want with this customized GPT. Now there could be other uses of this customized GPT I am not aware of. Maybe, you know, using actions, because the actions gives us a lot of capability, the action which is below here, but I haven't used them. But I'm talking about the basic things. When you are uploading your proprietary data in a particular format, and if the GPT is not able to give you correct information, and you really don't know how to train the GPT, and you're not sure that it is getting trained or not, because what I found, you know, in the process, when I uploaded this information and I told the GPT that, look, this is exactly what you need to do and please make a note of it, it kept committing mistakes. So it is not getting trained on these data, these files. It is merely searching. So you know, when I input a particular document, I expect the GP to get trained on that particular document. So it's not training at all. It is just merely querying and giving me that information. So that is a very important distinction and the limitation which I feel that I would like to share with you. That, you know, this might become an issue. So there are two important issues which I like to summarize before I end this video. One is that the output of the GPT is not limited to the proprietary information that you are feeding into the system. It will be able to give information outside the proprietary information which the user of that particular GPT, customized GPT, when you publish, will not be able to know whether it is your information or it is coming from the open system on which the GPT has been trained. The second is that when you are uploading information, proprietary information in the GPT with multiple documents, maybe a multiple Excel file, it keeps committing errors because there are no rules set as to how those sheets have to be structured, and on basic maths it commits mistake, means correlation between tables, etc. It commits a lot of mistakes, and therefore I really don't know, maybe it's just an early process that I am going through, maybe there are certain things which I am not aware of. So I'll be very eager to know from the viewers their experiences on this particular tool, and I will like to learn more and make my contribution and make my productivity enhance significantly, as well as once I am ready to share this tool to the external world, they can also get benefited by this effort that I am making, because this information is not available in the open web, and the way I have gathered this information and structured this information in various files is also not easily available from any of the government websites, right? So I'm just going to close this video right now and going to talk about this more as I gain more experience and I learn more things as I start experiencing and working on this customized GPT. Thank you very much for your time, and I will come back with a new video on this tool, what I learned as going forward. Thank you very much.